Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here outside of the red brick house, and it changes literally by the day. Um, Start out this morning, the truck's full of debris. Mike's gone to the dump to dump that. We've got all the scrap metal that's on the other side that we're going to go ahead and get out of here. And while I'm fresh still, it's a little chillier today. I'm going to get working on starting to dig the sewer line, get it down that extra 6 inches. And also, too, this is some of the original demo that we did 6 years ago of the front porch portions that were messed up, and the there used to be a porch that was on here. The porch came out, you can see actually the cinder block right there to that section. We're going to end up building a deck out here, so at some point I've got to dig my footers to go in here for that as well and get it inspected. Today we'll see if we can get this thing dug, and what I'll probably do to save some energy is come out, dig on it a bit, and then dig a little deeper, go inside, do some other work, come back and dig a little more. That way you do a little bit at a time, it doesn't kill you. And if we can get this stuff cleared off in here, this will actually become eventually our spot to be able to park. We'll clean out all the brush. Eventually I'll get a Bobcat in here. But what we'll do is, you can see the fence line back there. Leave these trees, get all the vines and stuff off of it, clear this out, and then you'll be able to pull in, park here, park here, park here easily, and we'll have our fire pit and stuff out there. So I'm going to get set up and start my day. All right, good people. All right, so we're going to get started doing some more work up here. So the downstairs is coming along really good. Most of the electrical is taken care of. I need to run up under the steps here. I'm going to have to cut open like I did downstairs, run a channel and stuff down there for Mike to be able to pull the wire up here. And then we're going to be putting ceiling fans in. And so what I'm going to do is, the ceiling fans hang down so low and stuff. What we're going to do is we're actually going to take some of the wood that we have in here. We'll put a cross piece on this, and then we'll put a box. I got the box actually painted black. Bolt that to it, so that way it'll be up even higher. These are, I want to say about 8 foot 9 inches or so. I got to double check and see the exact height. And then you've got the space on top of it, so you're close to 9.5 feet view wise. And I actually want to get, after I get that in here, we've got a pull down attic ladder that'll go in here, so that way we'll be able to get up into the attic here. I almost screwed the pooch, because to make it easy, we were going to go ahead and put the air conditioning unit right here, run the trunk line out that way, but that'll be literally right over top of the bed, so that may not be the best of ideas. So what we'll probably do is we'll end up putting the unit right here, tee off that way with the trunk line, and then run the rest of the trunk line down the middle. And then that way it'll be able to feed everything up here, and it'll keep some of that sound away. But I can't wait to see what the top looks like with the tongue and groove boards in it. Let's do a little check-in here and see how we're doing. We actually got rid of the old wood from when we first did our demo and stuff. But let me show you this. Let me ask you, what do you see right there? What do you see? That's some of the floor joists that were part of the porch, as well as that was part of the kitchen over there. So tell me, what do you see when you see that? Probably see some wood that's discolored and looking kind of rough, right? Well, I'll tell you what I see when I see it. Those pieces are going to become the centerpiece for the island. Those are going to be cut. I'm going to mill them up. I'm going to plane them, get out all the nails. It's going to be a whole lot of work, but that will get laminated up and become a big butcher block for the island. That's right, a huge butcher block for the island. So not only will it be functional, it will be preserving what used to be up under that has now come to light. Yeah, I can't wait to get back to the workshop and get working on some of this other stuff. Today's one of those days that you probably won't notice as much change as we have in other days, but this is really, really important. I've got an inspection for tomorrow. This hole has to be a minimum of 30 inches deep, and I've gotten the last of it down. I just need to clean out the loose dirt in there. And I've been working up in the upstairs, framing the pull down ladder and also getting the headers put in over here. Yeah, so that's what we're doing on this side over here. Before we get ready to get out of here, and it's 5:30 now, in a groove, but my wife said I've got a Zoom meeting at 7 o'clock that I got to go do. I'd rather be here and work till like 9 o'clock or so tonight on getting stuff done, but gotta keep mama happy. But let me get this cleaned up and then we'll show you what we've done inside. Okay, I'm laying down on the job, but I want to show you what we have to do. We have our water line, our 3/4 inch line that's going in here, and you see we have a copper 14 gauge wire that's in here, and that is run with the line. It's run with the line so that way when Miss Utility comes out and marks the utilities, they'll get a deep, 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 and they'll mark this so that way you know not to dig here. And it has to be 30 inches deep minimum to be 6 inches below the frost line. I learned that. It used to be 24 inches was the frost line and you were okay there. But now you got to go down a little bit deeper to make sure, I guess with extreme weather and stuff, make sure that it doesn't freeze up. Okay, so we're ready for an inspection. Got that covered up for tomorrow. Put some cones on it for Catboy. Last night we were in here and I need the drill so I can put that plywood back on. I got to change the glass. We had the window up yesterday. The window weights weren't in place, and unfortunately the wind blew the glass, went down. It's single pane strength glass. It broke. So tomorrow I'm going to get the window weights fixed, new rope on it, and put the glass on it. So we won't have that issue. So for now, hold that. For now, until tomorrow. Oh, that's the wrong tip. Let's see if I have a tip in my pocket. Do I have a tip in my pocket? Oh. I do. Here's a tip for you. Don't work on an old house. It's a lot of work. Okay. All right, so my wonderful bride has been working on using a heat gun and cleaning off the wood. Look at that antique heart pine. Isn't that gorgeous? Getting off all the loose paint and stuff on there. It's very, very time consuming, but it looks good. It looks really good. That looks really good. Over here, we got all the headers I've been talking about for so many weeks up in place. I just need to put in a couple of 2x4s over there to finish that off. But that's squared away. Probably tomorrow I'll work on closing up the floor. I've got to get some 2x8s that are 16 footers to carry up underneath of here because I want to get some of that bounce out of here. And then finally, it's amazing how much work went into getting that light and the three-way switch working. So some of the wiring goes up under the house all the way over to that box, and then some of the wiring goes up through here, and this is how crazy it is. Had to take off some of the flooring in here just to get this wiring through here to that light. So while I have this up, these were probably put down a little later, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise those up and shim them close to the level of the other floor while we have this up. It'll be easier to do that. And I have some other pieces of flooring that I can mix and match in there. Although I do need my table saw that I don't have here. And then there's here. Finishing off the framing up here. Getting all this together and level and make it easy for the drywall. And we're gonna have a pull down stairs that's gonna be here rated for 350 pounds. So that way we can get the air conditioning unit and stuff up. It'll open up down to here, and that'll get us up in place. Hopefully tomorrow I can get this finished off, get the inspection, and I got the cable company coming so we can have internet here in the house. So we'll be able to upload and keep up to speed with everything that's going on. So that's where everything is right now. If I can get this stuff squared away, the next thing is I'm actually going to try and start putting in some of our ceiling up here, because I need to get that up there so that my brother, the heating and air conditioning guy, can go ahead and start getting the unit set up there. And I believe what I'm going to do now that I've got the basement cleared off and I've got those 6x6 posts down there, is I'm going to make some racks so that way I can put the wood down in there where it can stay nice and level, and get it out of the way so we're able to work. Because I've got, you see all these 2x4s that are left over from where we did the demo in here. We've got these tongue and groove boards that were actually the wall that went down through here that we took out, and we'll be able to use those to patch the floor in here. I'm thinking about, the floor here and the floor downstairs, you have to keep, because that's the hand cut stuff. This stuff was done later, and unfortunately it's antique heart pine, but there's got some in the corner right here that's damaged, and then there's where we took the chimney out. Downstairs we got where we took the furnace out. It may end up being that I end up just putting down laminate floor on top of it and calling it a day, because I'm not sure I can find some flooring that's going to match, and trying to get it in there may not be worth it for those rooms that are bad. But these are definitely going to get sanded out and refinished to make it look real nice. All right, good people, that's it here for another day at the Red Brick House. We're pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. I'm Mark Holmes, and that's Michael. He tired, boss. And we'll see you guys soon. Hey, make sure you check out, that man's a champ. The champ is here. The way he took that gummy bear.
That was straight ignorance.
DJ.
He survived, but he failed.
He grabbed the milk and said, I'm just going to smell it.
He survived, but he didn't pass, but he survived.
He literally said, I'm going to smell the milk. What, smell the milk? Your mouth's on fire. What do you mean smell the milk? Anyway, I'm okay. I'm not going to do that.
He's a man than most people, because most people would even try.
I've done 2 Pacquiao chips. I'm not sure I want to do the gummy.
Well, yeah, see, you're braver than most people. Most people wouldn't even try the chip. At least you survived at least 5 minutes.
Yeah. All right, peace, good people.